Good evening all, and welcome to another video on All Hail the Ale. It's Saturday night, which means it's craft beer night, and the beer we're going for tonight is from a brewery that used to be owned by the son of a legendary band. It's from Beavertown. It's this one. It is Heavy Gravity Hazy IPA, and Heavy Gravity Hazy IPA weighs in at 6.5% ABV. Has some killer artwork on the can, and that is pretty much all I can tell you about it. It really doesn't say an awful lot on the can at all. It tells you that it's beer, to drink it fresh, do not age it, store cool and upright. The usual ingredients are barley, wheat and oats, hops and water, of course, and yeast will be in there as well. And it says that it is brewed and packed at Beavertown Brewery in North London. So yeah, it tells you we come in peace, pints and cans. Well, yeah, Joe might have something to say about that, but anyway, I love the artwork on Beavertown cans. It is always great, space inspired, a little bit trippy, and yeah, always good fun. So yeah, some of my first dalliances into craft beer were from Beavertown, and the beer in question that really started it all off for me was Lupuloid. Brilliant IPA, similar strength, and very, very tasty. Let's find out what this one's all about, shall we? So let's get it out and into my Teku glass. And the pour is, well, pretty clear. Relatively clear. Glass isn't overly clean. Apologies. Okay, so there is a little bit of haze. It's not what I would call a properly hazy IPA. Look at that. You know, I mean, it's not crystal clear by any stretch. It's certainly not chicken soup, but it is a lovely orangey golden colour with a nice half a finger of tight white head. Looks all right. Let's have a whiff. It smells lovely. It is stone fruit for days. Huge amount of stone fruit. Peachy. There's mango going on in there. There's pineapple. There's a little bit of grapefruit. There's a little bit of orange. It's a fruity tropical delight. So, and it smells nice and hoppy. It doesn't smell boozy though. So it looks good-ish. Smells really nice. Let's have a taste. Cheers. It's okay. It's okay. Body is light to medium. Carbonation is super soft. The stone fruit is there. The mango is there. The citrus is there. But it's quite mild and meek. In comparison to the aroma. The aroma kind of lets you think that it's going to be quite strong and in your face. The flavours are very much more subdued, and I think that's perhaps the right word to use. They're there, but they are quite subdued. It's juicy, it's relatively hoppy, subtle bitterness, and yeah, that's pretty much all I've got to say about that. The finish is juicy. There's no other way to describe it. There's a little hint of grapefruit pithiness. Not verging on the bitterness side of things, but it's definitely that indication. Like I say, it's subdued. Everything about this beer is quite restrained. And I think maybe that's the Heineken thing. You know, when it was in the hands of the original owners, it was daring to be different. There was the kind of, screw you guys, I'm going to do what I want. It's my money. I'm going to make a beer that I want to make. This tastes like bean counters are involved. And, you know, there's something to be said that when the financiers are involved, things suffer. They want to say, how can we do what we can in the cheapest way possible? And this is what it tastes like. You know, we'll let you use some good hops, but not a lot. You know, just enough to say it's there, not a lot more. That had a lot of promise. So, without further ado, let's go to the aid memoir of Untapped, which says that Heavy Gravity has had 8,000 check-ins, 12 from people I know, 3.66 average, and all the 3s from the people I know. So, bit more than average, according to the scoreboard of joy. My scoreboard of joy, currently void. It's got HG on it, not Wells. No, Heavy Gravity. Looks, aroma, body, taste, and finish. Let's go. So the looks, it says it's a hazy IPA. The pour, let's just top it off a bit. Yes, there is some haze, not a huge amount. It's a nice colour, and you've got a nice head. I'm going to give it the 0.75 because, like I say, it describes itself as hazy, and when something's described as hazy, I want all the haze. Aroma is alright. Excuse me. It's good strength on the nose, and it's promising. You've got, like I say, the stone fruit, you've got a bit of mango, you've got orange, you've got grapefruit. It smells a little bit like a West Coast with something extra, and it's quite nice on the nose. It's a good strength on the nose. It's having a point. The body on a beer of this nature was a little bit disappointing. Like I say, it's light to medium. It's all right, but I've grown to expect more, even in this kind of ABV bracket. I'm used to hazy beers being almost chewy. I think double dry hopped. I know this is not, but yeah, it needs more. It just needs lifting. I'm gonna give it the 0.5. The taste is disappointing. All the ingredients are there, but they are restricted in their use. It's light, it's juicy, there's no bitterness, there's no oomph to it, Beavertown, and it's a shame. It is a shame, because it has the makings of something really quite good, and I like what's there though. I do, so I'm going to give it a half. Yeah, it just needs a lot more oomph, please. And the finish, again, on a beer of this nature, I want more. I want more punch. I want more bitterness. I want more hops on the back end. Is it any worse than the taste? Is it any better than the taste? No, it's not. It's going to have the 0.5 as well, which means that Heavy Gravity from Beavertown has got 1, 2, 3.25 out of 5 from me, which is a little bit less than the average of the 12 people I know who've tried it, and a fair chunk less than the 3.66 overall average. So, yeah, I think, you know, I was hedging my bets when I got this beer because of the Heineken takeover of Beavertown, and it has pretty much solidified my thinking that a takeover of a small craft brewer who did do good beer by a big brewery who really doesn't give a damn about the quality of the beer, just the pounds in their pockets, is not a good thing. So, there we go. The beer has suffered, ladies and gents, boys and girls, and we're going to leave it there and say that has been the rather disappointing Beavertown Heavy Gravity. I've been me. Those down there are the buttons. You know exactly what to do with them by now. You've got your like, comment, dislike, and subscribe. Choose any combination of them as you wish. And definitely let me know if you've tried the beer and what you thought. Is it as bad as I thought, or am I really being a little bit unfair? On that note, we'll leave it there. Bye for now.